Fluffy Kawaii Jo, and today we are going to talk about everything that we know so far in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. As of today of filming, the game releases in 2 weeks, and I've spent an incredible amount of time reading everything that I could about this game, and especially a lot of the things that the developer said in their Discord, and I sorted everything in 3 categories: technical, experience, and gameplay. So let's go! So first of all, what is the pitch of this game? When My Melody is invited to open a gift shop at Big Adventures Park, she invites Hello Kitty and friends, including you, to come along for a tropical island adventure. But things go sideways upon arrival when the friends separated and the park found abandoned. Join forces with Hello Kitty to restore the desolated theme park to its former glory and create the ultimate island paradise. Isn't it the coolest ever pitch for a game? I'm so excited. So now let's talk about what you need to play this game. On release day, the game will only be available on Apple Arcade, meaning that you can play with an iPhone, iPad, Mac, or Apple TV. Your Mac needs to be able to run Big Sur or macOS 11. All the other iOS devices needs to be running iOS 13.5 or higher. The developer Sunblink didn't comment on if they will be released on other platforms yet, but we know that other games that they have done after 6 months were released on Steam. The Apple Arcade has a $5 or $6, depending on where you live, monthly fee, and with that you'll have no microtransactions and no ads. And if you use family sharing, you can have up to 5 other members of your family with the same subscription. This game is compatible with Bluetooth controllers, so you can use your Switch, Xbox, or PlayStation controller. You will not need an internet connection to play, however you need an internet connection to download the game. The developers have not mentioned what type of connection you will need to play multiplayer with somebody else, but maybe definitely over the internet and probably also something local. We'll see. You can stop your subscription of Apple Arcade at any time and you won't lose your game, but you won't be able to play it until you resubscribe. The developer is the studio Sunblink in Boulder, Colorado, and I have mentioned a few of the team people. There's the concept artist Fro Chu, the art director Brandon Morris, and the CEO Julian Ferrier. Something very important is that the game will release on July 28th, and they said near midnight on Pacific time. So I guess it means near midnight on the morning off and not the night off. So hopefully it will mean something around 9 a.m. in Europe and something like midnight, like 1 minute to midnight in the morning of the 28th, which is a Friday. The developers mentioned the precise server rollout will somewhat dictate the exact time in each region. The multiplayer aspect is that you will be able to bring 1 person to your island or go visit 1 friend, but it's not 8 people like in Animal Crossing, for example. This game has been in the works for more than 2 years. The game will require 1.2 gigabytes of space on your device, and it will be released in the following languages: English, Arabic, Dutch, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, simplified Chinese, Spanish, traditional Chinese, and Turkish. Wow. And you can have up to 3 save files on each account, but you can change your avatar at any mirror in the game, including both clothing and body customization, so it's very easy to change and evolve your look as you play, the developer have said. So that was all for the technical. If I missed anything and if you have questions, feel free to use the comments. And now let's go to the gameplay part. Here's all the characters that is mentioned in the description that will be included. Hello Kitty, My Melody, Cinnamon Roll, Kuromi, Retsuko, Batsmaru, Pom Pom Puddin, Choco Cat, Keropi, Pochako, Tuxedo Sam, Hangyondon, and Peckle. And you can also learn about some other characters that have been spotted but not yet mentioned officially. You have Gudetama that can help you make selfies. Then people ask in the Discord, will more obscure Sanrio favorites be in the game? And the developer answered, we like quite a few of the Sanrio characters here at Sunblink. So I think that we will see a lot of more obscure Sanrio characters. You know, there's almost 100 or something like that Sanrio different characters. So I'm very curious to see how many they add. Who is your favorite character? Write it in the comment. Here's what we know so far about who's doing what. Hello Kitty is running the cafe. My Melody is running the gift shop. Choco Cat is a DIY genius and can help you craft tools and all sorts of trinkets. Pochako can also also introduce you to photography and island challenges. Pom Pom Pudding is running the ice cream boat. Tuxedo Sam has opened a clothing shop on the island. Cinnamon Roll will help you travel by flying. Keroppi runs the nature preserve. And each characters, you have seen them maybe in the Discord. I will put what they have put here. Some of them you'll notice they have icons under them, and that means that it's their likes. And the developer have said that these likes will be helpful when you need to give them things to try to become their best friends. Currently there will be no farming feature on release, but it's a feature that the developer team has considered extensively, they have said. So it's probable that it's something that they will add later. On the trailer you see something like you can open a flower and some kind of sweets like chocolate thing pops out. I'm really not sure what's happening here. On the Discord, like, you have all the items emojis, and they're technically items that you'll have in the game, tools or things like that. So we can imagine already a few things that we can do. Some of the features that are mentioned is questing alongside the Hello Kitty characters and friends, solve exciting puzzles and mysterious ruins. Apparently it will be more questing and more thinking and doing things that is requested by the game than just a simple life sim as in Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley. People have asked if we can enter the building, and this is what the dev said. You can enter nearly, if not every building in the game. You can also enter a lot of places that I wouldn't call buildings in a traditional sense, but they didn't want to give out too much at the moment. The pitch is also said, restore an abandoned island to its former glory. Can you solve the mystery hidden within? Apparently there's a goal to this game. It's very interesting. I'm looking forward. About the characters, you can discover the likes, questing alongside them, and eventually becoming best friend. Craft rare items, solve ancient puzzles, and decorate cabins. Somewhere it was mentioned that you can decorate cabins to have more people come over. So I guess it will be the thing like, let's decorate this and then we'll invite that person, that NPC from Sanrio to the island. This is so exciting. Dive deep to explore a magical underwater world as a mermaid, but you might have to work for it a little bit. So that means that you might not be able to jump in the water and be a mermaid right from the start, but this is something we can work towards, and I'm so excited about that because the underwater world seems gorgeous. I'm so looking forward to this. Cook delicious dishes and craft useful tools. I guess cooking will be like crafting but with different ingredients, and I think you can do that in a cafe. At least I've seen that in a kitchen, and you have Hello Kitty next to the characters that we see. Collect and dye clothes to create a custom wardrobe. Something that I'm a little bit concerned about is the proportion of the characters. The head is very big and the body is very small, not like in Animal Crossing, so it means that the fashion will be less detailed. Probably you have definitely hats and clothing, I would say, but I don't know if you'll have shirts and pants or if it's just one outfit and dresses. So I'm curious about that, and how just dyeing, is it like 10 different colors of each thing? I'm really looking forward to that because if you don't know, I have another channel about Lolita fashion, and so fashion is really important for me, so I want to see that well developed in the game, but probably it will not be as developed as it is in Animal Crossing specifically. It doesn't say that you can make your own patterns on things, and probably it's not something that we'll be able to do. Okay, then it says catch tons of fish and critters. The developer said that there will be 100 different fish to catch on launch, and also all sizes and variants. I'm really wondering if the fishes will be the ones that we see in this picture. Like, they look almost like characters. Will they be the fish to fish, or the fishes to fish will be less fun and those will be just other characters or something like that? So I'm really interested in knowing this. Oh, critters. We don't see anything about critters. We'll see. And at the end of the feature list, they say put pineapple on a pizza. First of all, hell yes. And also banana. Put banana on your pizza. If you never tried, do it. Yeah, probably it's a recipe, I guess. And the characters, you'll be able to choose between bird, cats, and dogs. They said more later, so those 3 types will be from the start, and then you'll be able to customize each of them. Honestly, I'm usually a cat person and I love the cat characters. There's only one cat that looks super cute and it's only from behind, and I'm really looking forward to see what I could do with the cats, but all the birds seem so cute, so I might go with the bird. My first instinct would be cats all the way. We'll see, because the birds are absolutely so cute. And the developer mentioned something that doors are called knolls. I don't know how to pronounce that, but here they are. That was it for gameplay, so now let's talk about the experience in general. The developer confirmed that Sanrio Animal Crossing basically is correct. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is an Animal Crossing-like narrative-driven life simulation game starring Hello Kitty and friends. It's an open world that, remember, it's called Big Adventures Park. I'm not even sure we will be able to name our island like we did in Animal Crossing. Actually, this channel is called Fluff'isle through the name of my island in Animal Crossing, and it was also my Instagram account for that I reuse now for Hello Kitty Island Adventure, but we'll see. Probably everybody will be called Big Adventures Park. We'll see. Which, by the way, is a little bit generic and boring, like Hello Kitty Island Adventure. It's also so basic. Here's what the developer said. Our initial goal when developing Hello Kitty Island Adventure was to combine the open world adventure style of games like Breath of the Wild with a cozy customization of life sims like Animal Crossing. I think most players will feel the influence of both those genres when they play. I have not played Breath of the Wild, and the last Zelda game that I played was maybe 15 years ago, 10 years ago, but I think that those two games were such a hit that if that were inspired to create this game, it's gonna be amazing. There is a lot of island for you to explore as a player. I don't know if it's a typo that means islands and they're different islands, or it's just like the island is huge and there will be a lot of land, but you're on an island to discover. Probably that's what they meant. And they mentioned something that in an interview they said something about 40 to 50 hours of play, and here's what they answered. 40 hours should get someone through the main story plus many of the side stories and other fun collections achievements. Of course, we have more content planned for the future, which would add more game time. There will be a lot to do. We've had at least a couple of friends play through the main story in about 31 to 32 hours, but that didn't include many of the side stories, etc. So it kind of depends on one's playstyle in some ways. There's plenty to do outside of the main storyline, and yes, we plan on updating both the main storyline and many other elements post-launch, including new mechanics. Interesting. And then someone asked, can Hello Kitty Island Adventure be binged, or is it meant to be played a little every day? And I answered, there's a lot to do and you definitely won't complete the game in one sitting. So it looks like there's things like quests and everything, so you need to progress through that, but also you need to become friends with Hello Kitty and the different other characters. There's probably something like you can do every day by gifting them things and then collecting recipes and things like that. I guess there will be a little bit of both, that things that maybe will reset every day and things that you can progress at your own pace. I like the way that it's not a game that you have a limited amount of energy or something like that, and then once you're done, either you need to pay, of course that's not the type of game, or you need to come back tomorrow. It looks like if you want to spend the first few days just playing all day, you can, but then you won't be bored because you'll probably have a lot to do every day and things like that. Themed and holiday events are in the plan. However, they'll be keeping those more of a secret until we get closer to them. And then they said, experience new events, new friends, and more to explore with consistent game updates. I don't know if mean with consistent, they mean that they keep doing that for a while. They have not said for how long they will keep adding content, because I think that in Animal Crossing they said it will be 2 years of updates and then it will all be repeats. We don't know about that yet. I guess it depends how popular the game becomes. We do plan on expanding the furniture offering in each update. Somewhere in the Discord it's mentioned that anything on Gemstone Mountain or something like that is considered a spoiler, and somewhere I read that there is an abandoned dance hall in the Gemstone Mountain. I don't know more. Sanrio's core values are friendship, kindness, and inclusivity. In our news game featuring Hello Kitty and friends, gift giving, spreading kindness, and creating smiles is front and center. As in life, acts of kindness can engender incredible warmth and make such a positive impact on people's lives. And since Sunblink's mission is to create kind, collaborative, and imaginative games, we knew they were the right development partner. And Sunblink said, Hello Kitty's charming world and focus on friendship embodies our team's philosophy toward making games, so partnering with Sanrio is a tremendous honor and privilege. We can't wait for players to fall in love for the first time or all over again with iconic Sanrio characters in a rich open world they can make their own. I'm interested because they say they can make their own and they mentioned something about creativity. There is said anything about terraforming, but I'm really wondering if you can say you can make it your own if you just decorate inside of buildings. So is that hinting to more? And then someone asked on the Discord, will any more trailer be released before the game comes out? And here's Sunblink answer. We can't answer that one at the moment, I'm sorry. Here should be at least a little bit more. This is everything we know so far. If you have any more info or any question, write it in the comments and see you in the next video. And remember, everybody can be kawaii. Bye bye!